more people to come on. How's everyone's day been? Hi Elsie. Okay, so today we're talking about how to start your lash journey, where to begin. We're going to go through all the steps, okay? Hi everyone. Cool, we'll wait for a couple more people to come on. How is everyone? How has everyone's week been so far? Oh, I like these waves. I don't know how to wave back, so I just wave back on camera. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Hi Lucy, hello. Hi Soph, hi Chloe. Is everyone doing okay? Okay. So I've got more and more people coming on call. Hi Stevie. Okay, so like I said a second ago, today's all about starting your lash journey and how to do that, okay? So we're going to go from picking your course all the way through to logos, starting your social media account, etc, etc, okay? Hi Daisy. Hi Jess. Cool, okay. Most people are on now, I think. We've got quite a few. Okay, let's get started. So first thing we're going to talk about, before I start actually, all questions, wait till the end for me. You can type them in as we go along, but by the time we get to the end, I might not see them right at the top of the list. So as soon as we finish, I'm going to try and answer all your questions, okay? So bombard us at the end and I'll try and work my way through them. Hey! Okay, we are going to start. So first step, complete first step, is finding the course for you, okay? So I'm going to keep referring to the lash industry, lashes, because that's what we are, that's our industry. However, everything we talk about today can be used for starting up any business. So take little steps from it, and then you can put it into your industry, whether it's the beauty or whether it's something completely different, it will still work. Hi Sarah. So our first step is inquiring about your course. If it's not the right course for you, you're not going to get the most out of it. So you need to be doing your research, you need to ensure that you're getting everything out of it that you want. You need to make sure that if you want a kit included, you need to investigate and make sure that there's a kit included. Make sure it's the right price for you, make sure you come out with the correct qualification, and it's not just a course that you just get a certificate of attendance and not a certificate of a qualification. When you go to get insurance, which we'll hit on later, some will accept a certificate of attendance, but most want to see an actual qualification, okay? Whether you're wanting to go into eyelashes, your business venture, that you need your qualification for, okay? So if you're just getting a certificate of attendance, your insurance might be a little bit funny with that, so always bear that in mind. When you're starting your new career, research is absolutely key. So look into the company, look at their reviews, see if other people have left happy or unhappy, and make sure that it's the environment you actually want to go into. Yeah? Awesome. Okay. So once you have found your course, great, you've completed it, you're happy with it, we hope. Then you move on to your next step. The next step will be opening your business to everyone else. So they could follow your journey whilst you're learning. That's a great idea. However, most people don't open up about it until they're qualified and then they start their business venture. So ideally, we recommend is have social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, they're all great platforms to promote your business. You want to get your friends involved as well and family, because they can support you as much as you want by sharing things, by liking things. Supporting someone else's business costs nothing, okay? So if they can share, you're going to get your name out there. Word of mouth is great. Once you have got your profile up and running, a logo is a great thing. Not only will it be your profile picture, so they're all very similar and they all look the same on all social media platforms, your logo can then go on to your price lists, your leaflets, your flyers, and then when you send them out, you can do a leaflet drop, you can post them through people's doors, you can put them in a newsagent or a post office in the window, and your logo will then be known as your brand, okay? So our logo, obviously, is our pink fishes. So our logo, let me take that up, is on every single one of our products, okay? From our lash boxes to our lash price lists to our glue, it's on every single one of our products. So when we send our items out, we also send a price list with them, and that has our logo on it as well. So everything has our logo, so we're showing and pushing that brand all the time. So if someone wanted to give someone else the leaflet because they're thinking about buying it, they see our logo straight away. It's catchy and you can't mistake it for any other company. That's why we chose it. So logos are super important and we recommend them. When your logo is done, like I said, you can go on business cards, flyers, stationery, if you want to give them a little freebie. And this is where other industries come into it. So it doesn't have to just be on lash products. It could be on pens, it could be on books, it could be on diaries, it could be on t-shirts. Okay, so you can match it to any industry that you're going to go into. Everyone keeping up? Can you hear me okay? Am I talking too quick? Am I talking too slow? Give me a thumbs up if everyone's okay with the speed. Perfect. Hi Shelley, hi Ashley. I think I'm a little bit delayed. Thumbs up and that. Oh, they're coming through. Cool. Perfect. Thank you. Thanks, Sarah. Okay, moving on. Another great thing that we really recommend is a loyalty program. So a loyalty program is giving discount to your loyal returning customers as a thank you. So if they keep coming back, they're loyal to you, they're not going anywhere else, they're your returning customer, they're funding your business, they're keeping it going. So you want to reward them with a little thank you, okay? So that can be a free for lashes, that could be a free set of lashes, that could be a discount on their infill, it could be for for non-lash clients, it could be a diary, it could be a free t-shirt, it could be 50% off of your website, it could be anything. So for example, we're having food delivered at the moment. I'm not going to say what brand because I'm not pinpointing and disclosing the others either. They're all great. We are having food delivered at the moment, and each 5th order we get 50% off the next food order. So that's their way of saying thank you for ordering so much with us. We want you to stay with us. Carry on, here's 50% off. And that makes us feel a little bit special. We think, oh, we're saving a bit of money, love a freebie. Then we carry on that subscription with them, okay? So it can be used for anything. With your loyalty customers, you can also do a loyalty card. Make sure when you've got a loyalty card that the stamp or the signature you're putting on it can't be mimicked, okay? A lot of clients won't even cross their mind. However, there are some people out there that do. So just make sure if you've got a loyalty card and it's going to be stamped, make sure the stamp is unique to you. Or if you're going to sign it, just make sure it's your signature and you can visually see that it's yours every single time. And at the end of that, you can do 6 stamps and you get 25% off, or 12 stamps and you get 50% off, or you could do 5 stamps for a whole free treatment or free product. It's totally up to you, but loyalty schemes definitely keep the returning customers coming back, and word of mouth with that is great as well. because they could tell their friend, oh, if you actually buy 3 of these products, you get the 4th one for free. Everyone loves a freebie. Everyone loves to think that they're being treated well and that there's a loyalty return program. Okay, moving on, we are going to change it up a little bit. So that is business pages, loyalty cards, and then I'm going to touch a little bit on always practicing your skill. Okay, so when, perfect example, in lockdown, at the moment for us in the lash industry, we can't lash, we can't practice on our friends, we can practice on family members if they're in the same household. However, having their lashes done day in and day out, they probably won't want that. They're going to get a bit of a backache and they probably don't want to lay down that long. So mannequin heads, like I stated in my last video, we do have mannequin heads for sale and you can practice on them. But even if you're not in this industry, practicing your skill is really, really important. So if it's drawing, practice drawing, set yourself a time. You don't have to do it all day, every day. Set yourself a time and spend half an hour every other evening or every day for 20 minutes. Just practice your skill. Make sure that your standard of whatever you're doing stays at a really good standard and you don't slip. Make sure you don't forget things. Make sure that you're staying at the top of your game and the top of your standard. Does that make sense? Even if it's sitting on the sofa for the lash world, even if you're sitting on the sofa using your tweezers in your weaker hand to make sure that your weaker hand stays stronger. Think tiny things like that, just to make sure that your brain's active all the time and making sure that you're practicing your skill and that things don't disappear out of your brain. Yeah. Cool. Okay. We're now on to pricing. So pricing, slightly different to every person, okay? Again, different industries, different person, different location, different products. So as you saw earlier when I held this up, these are our prices. Now, if you aren't in Chelmsford and you are in Kent or London or Brentwood, you need to be competitive to where you are and to other people offering the same treatment. So if you had 3 shops in Brentwood High Street, you would need to research all of them 3 shops and be competitive to what they are when they are full price. Now, when you start, you're brand new to lashing. So although you have completed your course and you have perfected sets of lashes, you still need to start at a lower price and work your way up. So a great one is an introductory offer. So when we're talking about an introductory offer, it means that you're going to offer on social media or to your friends and family a set of treatments. So the first 6 people that message me on Facebook will get a full set of lashes for a quarter of the price. So we're starting at 75% off, okay? Always, when you're offering an introductory offer, make sure that you mention and let them know that this is only an offer and the full price will be this certain amount once the offer is over. Okay, because we don't want to shock them with a full price. All of a sudden the offer's not there and you're charging 4 times the amount. We don't want to shock them with any surprises or prices. So always make sure that you do tell them your full price to start with. However, this is what we're offering at the moment. Okay. So your introductory offer, this is to get your confidence up, this is to get you out there, your name out there, your skill set out there, get you confident, and also build a portfolio. So you could do the first 10 clients for a third of the price, the next 10 clients for half the price, and work your way up. You can do as many offers as you want until you're full price, until you're confident, but ideally, the sooner you get there, the better you will become, 1, as a business woman or man, and 2, your confidence. As soon as you do start charging full price, it's almost like a little bit of extra pressure, but that makes you work better, okay? So you know that you have to produce the perfect set of lashes or the perfect product because you are now charging people full price for that. Okay, does that make sense? I hope that does. I hope that's covered that area. When we are... Sorry, I'm reading my notes. Okay, bear with me just a second. Okay, sorry about that. Moving on, all questions, save them till the end for me and I'll whiz through them at the end, okay? Perfect. Okay, so now we are on to, this may come supernaturally to some people and you think, why are you spending time on a live talking about this? Now, it doesn't come that natural to everyone and it needs to always be there, okay? So manners and politeness. Not everyone you come across is going to have the same manners and be polite as you. However, as a business owner, you need to make sure that your manners and your politeness are perfect at all times, even if they're not necessarily the nicest person to you and you've created the perfect product, the perfect treatment, and they're not that nice about it. Deal with it in a professional way. Try not to take it personally, although that is super hard not to, because your business is going to be your little baby. But try not to. Try and take it from a business perspective and make sure that you are polite in every possible way. Almost kill them with kindness, okay? And normally that can resolve things as well. If they're not that happy, but you go out of your way to be polite and try and resolve the issue, if there is one, normally they will oversee it and be like, oh, actually, no, that's fine, actually, yeah, I will come back the next time, or I will buy a product from them again. If they don't, then you have done your utmost to create the persona that you want of you and your company. Manners, polite, nice environment, nice company. That's what you want. That's really important. The thing is with bad reviews or someone bad-mouthing your company is that bad news travels like wildfire, okay? They seem to, if something happens to someone that's bad, whether it's a product, a person, a treatment, it will travel really, really, really quick. However, if someone has a really lovely time and a lovely product, only half the amount of people will share that with their friends and family in the world. So we don't want any bad critique, because that will travel really bad and it could end up ruining your reputation or your business and your company. So we never want that. So always remember manners and being polite and dealing with it as best you possibly can, and kill them with kindness. Okay, moving on. We have your insurance and patch test. They're the last two things we're going to go over. So making sure that you have the correct insurance for your qualification. When you go to train anywhere, they will be able to recommend the best qualification for what you're training in. So when you come to us for lashes, we go through the insurance companies that we recommend for certain treatments, and what we are known to work best with. Okay, that will vary when it comes to, like I said earlier, if you're going to be a t-shirt company, if you're going to work in electronics, if you're going to be a stationery company, this will differ. But the course you go on, that tutor or that company will be able to point you in the right direction for the best insurance company to work in your sector. Okay, so you always have to make sure that it's the right one for you, and to make sure that they accept your qualification as well. When you're working from home, again, I keep referring back to the lash industry because that's what we're in. When you work from home as a lash tech or anything really, if you're not going to be in a salon or a company office and you're going to be at home, there's other measures that you have to make sure that you're covered in. So always get in touch with your local council just to make sure if there's any licences you need that you can apply and get them before you're entering clients into your home, before you're charging money for all these treatments and products. Make sure that you're covered in every aspect. So your insurance, some people need public liability, some people need authority from their council and licences. If you're in a salon, you may not need to do this because they may do it for you. So the salon owner may already have insurance for the whole salon and the whole staff in there. They may ask you to just get your public liability. They may just ask you, you're covered for all licences, but you need to get your own insurance. So have that conversation. But 9 times out of 10, I think, when you're in a salon, they do cover most of it for you, okay? Especially if you're employed. But if you're self-employed, always have that conversation, and that's going to be something you discuss before you start anyway. Moving on, we have your patch testing. So this is across the board. Everyone's opinion is different, doesn't mean it's right or wrong. We're going to go through it now, and we're going to state what our rules are as a manufacturer, okay? But a lot of people don't agree, and a lot of people's opinions are different. But again, it doesn't mean that it's right or wrong. So when it comes to patch test, carrying out the patch test should be done 24 to 48 hours prior to your client coming to you for the full treatment. And again, this is lash industry based. So if it's for another industry and it's hair, you may still have to patch test. If it's for a stationery company, a t-shirt company, like I said, electronics, this won't really appeal to you. However, there might be some aspects of what I talk about now that you can refer to in some sort of way. So with a patch test, like I mentioned before as well in my first video, we try to do the patch test, one, because of allergic reaction. We never want someone to have an allergic reaction. It's very uncomfortable, and we don't ever want to put someone through that. But we also do it for people that haven't ever had a treatment done before. So when you lay them down and you put the eye pads on and the tape on underneath the eye, and you put some lashes on each eye, it gives them a little taster of what the full treatment is going to be when they come back. And they might lay down and think, oh, I can't lay down for this long, my back's already hurting, I feel a little bit claustrophobic with my eyes shut for so long and these pads on. So it's then an indication for them to go, actually, it's not for me, I'm not going to book in, okay? So it gives them a mini taste of the treatment, but it also checks for sensitivity and allergic reactions. Some people can be allergic to the pads, so it's a good one to put pads on one, tape on the other, so you can see. Also a great one is to put normal standard glue on one eye and sensitive glue on the other, so you get an indication of if they do tell you and they say, well, I think my eyes are a little bit sensitive, test both glues just to be sure, and then you can go with whatever one is better for them. Yeah. So when we put the pads on, again, they can be allergic to the pads as well, so you would then go with the tape instead. We then have, even if they don't have a massive allergic reaction, they might just tell you, they might text you, they might call you, they might come for their treatment and say, actually, I'm not sure if I want to go ahead because although there wasn't a massive red rash and they weren't itchy, they were just a little bit tingly or a little bit sore, or there's this tiny little red patch. Or if there was a tiny red patch with 2 lashes on, you've got to then think, if you're putting a whole set of lashes on and you're there for over an hour, 2 hours, some lash techs take 3 hours, if you're there for that period of time, the reaction is going to be a lot worse, okay? So that's down to you as a lash tech to say, okay, well, going forward, we won't be doing the treatment. We don't want them to be uncomfortable. We don't want to be the reason for them to have uncomfortable eyes and sore eyes. And 9 times out of 10, they will be fine with that. They're the one that brought it to your attention to say that they're sensitive. Yeah, so when that happens, you need to make that formal decision. With a lot of companies, you have waivers and disclaimers. Now, again, some people believe in these, some don't. It's totally down to you as the lash tech. However, not all insurance companies agree with them either. So if your insurance company doesn't agree with them and you're getting people to say, I'm happy not having a patch test, I sign this piece of paper, this is my disclaimer or waiver. If your insurance doesn't agree with that and that's not included in your policy, unfortunately, that means that your insurance is no longer, it's void. So if there was a problem with that client and you can't provide the proof of patch test, your insurance company can't have your back like you want it to. So always look into that, okay? When you go to your insurance company and you touch wood, you won't ever have to claim. However, if you do, they will always ask you what your manufacturer guidelines are for the glue that you've used. Because yes, you're insured, but if you've not followed the guidance and the rules for the manufacturer, again, your insurance could be void, which we don't want. So for us, here at Pink Fishes, our guidelines and rules are always to patch test. And ideally, a true patch test, you want to do exactly what we just done. So lay the client down, mini treatment, pads, tape, and minimum of 2 lashes on each eye. They're going to be so tiny that they won't even see them. But that is a true patch test. You can patch test behind the ear and in the elbow, but a true patch test for charging clients money, you want to do the mini treatment like we just spoke about. Right, that is it. I've covered everything that everyone's put in the past, I think. If I haven't, now is your time to ask. So any questions that I've missed that weren't read out, anything that you've questioned whilst I've been talking about it, now's your time to ask, okay? So bombard me with questions and I will try my best to answer all of them. Like I said last time, if I don't answer all of them, slide into our DMs. Send us a message, call the office, we're always here to talk to you, send us an email, any way of contact, but we will always do our best to answer every single question you've got, okay? So let me just have a little look. Okay, what do we have? Okay, one question is, I came to your class 1 year ago. Oh, hello, you're back. Do you think my glue is not okay anymore? So glue has a certain shelf life. Unfortunately, you will have to get a new one. So once it's open, it has a life of, hang on, sorry, just scroll down. Once it's opened, it has a life of around a month. However, if it's not opened, it has a shelf life of about 4 to 6 weeks. So your glue, unfortunately, is well and truly out. Chuck it out. You will need a new one. We do now sell mini versions, so they're sample glues. So if you think buying a massive bottle, if you're just going to be practicing, is way too expensive, then you can always try a little sample glue. They're on our website and they're a fraction of the price as well. So you won't waste it if you're not using it all the time. I hope that answers that question. Daisy. Hi Daisy. I'm really struggling to keep motivated at the moment and I feel like I'm not getting any better at lashing. It's hard because it's not normal life. So that's a hard thing for motivation. You can't practice on real people, you can't get people's feedback because you're not practicing on a real human being. So it is hard. However, stick with it, okay? It's a great, great industry to be in, although we can't work at the moment, but when we come back, it's going to be booming. So it's a fabulous industry to be in. So that should keep your motivation going. And if I remember rightly, you were great at lashing. So don't be non-motivated because you were so very close anyway. Tiny bit of practice to get your confidence up there and you will be amazing. At the moment, to keep practicing and feel like you're getting better, you can practice using strip lashes. So you can make strip lashes and maybe send them about, send them out to friends and family to test them. Always try and get feedback on the best you can. Not having feedback, you can't work on anything. But as soon as we are open, you're more than welcome to come back for your mentoring, which is completely free of charge. You can spend an hour or 2 hours with your tutor, depending on what course you've done. So you're more than welcome to come back and we can try and get you motivated and feel confident. Okay. So, for a few more questions. Just going back to that glue question, I definitely said that the wrong way around. 4 to 6 weeks once it's opened, 3 months if it's not opened, okay? So the shelf life when it's not opened is a lot longer. But when you have opened it, it has to be used within 4 to 6 weeks. Awesome, that's amazing. So come back for your mentoring, we'll get you back to the standard you need to be, we'll get you confident and we'll get your skill set so you don't need motivation anymore because you know that you're an amazing lash tech. I hope that makes you happier. We're looking forward to it as much as you are. Now, a couple more questions. How much should you pay for a logo? This is always going to vary. It will vary on the style. It will vary on the artist that you're paying to do. There are some programs that you can make your own. You can create your own on different apps, or you can go to a graphic designer and have one specifically made for you. The price is going to completely vary. If you make it yourself and it's a free app, it's not going to cost you anything. Or you might have to pay a little amount for the app, which is like medium range, and then you've got the graphic designer. They're going to be the most expensive. However, it will be pretty perfect and unique to you, and no one will have anything like it. So you're paying for the quality of it. Okay, I hope that answers that. Where are we? How much are your glues? Okay, so like I touched on earlier, we have our 5mm glue, which starts at $19.95. But we also have samples, which I mentioned again. They're almost like a mini version. So they're 1mm, you're not buying a massive bottle, it's not going to go off, and they are $4.95. So these are a great one, even if you buy a couple, these are a great one to practice with. You can even buy one every week if you wanted to, because it's not that expensive. And you're not wasting £20. So you're not wasting all the glue. So a great one is practice on the mannequin heads with your sample glues. Glue. Oh, we've done that. We've covered glue. We've covered price of glue. We've covered, like I said, 4 to 6 weeks once opened, and then 3 months shelf life. So if you always wanted to buy backup glue, you've got it for 3 months. And I think that is it. Oh, Elsie has just... Hi, Elsie. So Elsie made her own logo and is now making them for others. So this is why I love Lives and our community so much, our lash community and industry. Go follow Elsie. Elsie, put your page or information up, and other people can contact you. You can help them make theirs maybe, or show them how you got into it. I love it all coming together. Hi Lucy, your mentoring doesn't run out. Normally when you buy your course it says it's for a certain couple of months. However, because we've been out of work for so long, we will definitely allow this to exceed the normal length. So please give us a call in the office and we will get you on the list to be booked in as soon as lockdown's lifted. Even for people, if you think, oh, it's been months and months, even a year, because technically last March is when we first went into the lockdown. Please don't think that that's it. You've done a course with us and you've not got help anymore. Come back and sit with me, or you've got Polly, the other tutor. Either of us can help you get back up to scratch, get your skill set back up. Don't think that we're not here anymore, because we want to help you as much as possible. You've paid for a course with us, so you've got us for forever. Okay? Perfect. I think that's it. How much average is insurance? So again, this varies. There is so many different insurance companies and the price will vary. I don't want to give you an amount because I don't want to be wrong. They may have changed also because of the pandemic. Go on a comparison site or speak to who you do your training with, and they will explain the best ones that they know to have worked with. Okay, hope that helps. And I think that's it. I think that is it. Okay, so like I said, any questions that we've missed, please send them in. Even if you think, oh, I should know that and I don't want to ask, don't be worried, don't be scared. Send them over, email them in, call, text, we've got a text phone, Instagram us, Facebook us, it doesn't matter. Any question, even if it's not relevant to lashes and you just want to say hello, give us a message. We, like Elsie, like I just said about Elsie, she done her own logo, now she does it for others. We are a community, so we want to help each other out. We want to talk about whether it's lashes, whether it's your day-to-day cleaning that you do at home, anything that you want to talk about, send it over. I've just been handed some more questions. When will the mentoring run out? I've just covered that. I'm struggling to find the best tweezers to make fans. Okay, so these will depend on what technique you're using to pick up your lashes. Many tweezers can be used for multiple techniques. We have a range of tweezers. You can test them at our tweezers station if you're local to us when we're back open from lockdown. So we have a variety of tweezers on show and some lashes that you can practice with. So you can come in, try the best tweezers that you like and then purchase them. So that's an option, but many tweezers are used for many techniques. So you could change up how you're holding them, that can change it. But yeah, as soon as we're open, I highly recommend testing before you buy, and then you'll know exactly the ones you do get on with. We do that in our courses as well. So although you get a standard set of tweezers in your kit, we allow you to test the rest of our range, so you go home with the ones that you can actually use. And that is it, I think. Oh, okay. I've just been told some information. So insurance, I said I didn't want to tell you and be wrong. I've just been passed a note that says it varies, and again it changes on the treatment you're going to be offering, the insurance company you go with, but normally it should range between £50 and £70 a year. That's without any added extras that you've added on. So if it's just for lashing, it should range between £50 and £70 a year. But if you then add other treatments, other products, it will vary. Okay. I hope that answers everything. Elsie, it's Elise. I apologise. The writing is extremely small on my phone. Elise, everyone get on to Elise. She'll be able to show you how to do logos. I'm so sorry for saying your name wrong. Obviously my glasses aren't strong enough. Okay, I hope everyone's enjoyed it, and next Thursday we've got more exciting topics coming up. So check our Instagram out, make sure you're looking, make sure you're asking your questions that you want, and I will see you next Thursday for a new exciting topic.